My boy Alex McGee in the building. What's up, man? No, I'm live right now. Hey, before I tell my idea, I want a little bit more people to get in the stream. But I got a really good idea for everybody that's doing the reviews and like doing streaming. But I do want a few more people to get in the stream before I just mention it. Yeah, me too. I'm catching up myself. Yeah, this week I was about to go live, but it seemed like I kept falling asleep every time I was about to do it, so I just ended up just foregoing it and pushing it off into the next day. But I'm about to have a treat for y'all. I'm about to actually start streaming some games. That's pretty useful. My boy Dane in here. Yeah, everybody's starting to get in. Seriously, this is what I've been doing. Yesterday, I talked to a guy who does reviews as well on YouTube. In fact, he did a review of Sarge's Heroes, and he kind of seems to have the same problem that I'm having as far as like just getting exposure and then getting views and and getting the kind of recognition that everybody's trying to get for their videos. And they made me just think of an idea. I think I want to create a YouTube channel where basically everybody who does like reviews and who does streams and things like that, and they really want to expand their content, they could just get in contact with me at the Scorpio&Sebek Universe channel, or if they want to, they could contact me on Facebook at Scorpio&Sebek Universe or the Scorpion and the Crocodile. Send me a private message where they give me the video that they want to upload, whether it be like an old retro game stream or whether it be a review or anything like that. They could just send me the content and then I can upload this to the channel. And what we could do through that is just really help everybody get the exposure they need, because through that I'll be able to show them my subs, you guys will be able to see some of the videos they come out with. Their subs will be able to kind of see the content I come out with. If you guys want to make some videos, like I said, I'll upload it directly to the channel. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I think this is a really good idea. And I'm not gonna lie, like that, I'm probably about to create this YouTube channel soon. So if you do have any content that you would like to upload on there, like whether it be a video you've already done or something new that you'll be coming out with, just let me know. I'm gonna get a culmination of basically everybody's content, and then I'm gonna go in and start uploading this stuff on this page and help promote it, because I really do believe that that's pretty much all we really need. Everybody's been doing this stuff for so many years now. The only thing we kind of need is just that extra push from each other to just really get over that threshold. But I think that this YouTube channel will work, because like I said, back in the day, YouTube used to have community groups and contests and stuff that you could join where you could do all this kind of stuff, but they got rid of that since they started making more money, and then everybody that basically got partnerships kind of have a little bit more control over that stuff. So I think that this would be the best way to do it. I really, really do. Yeah, Alex, man, definitely. Like, whenever you make that content, just let me know. You can send me. See, I don't even know how to send private messages on YouTube anymore, but you could always go to my Facebook. Matter of fact, let me type it in. That's my name on Facebook. So if you could find me on Facebook, add me as a friend. Like I said, get just whatever content that you create, I'm gonna get a culmination of all this stuff, and then what I'm gonna do eventually is just going to put this stuff on the channel so that everybody can get the exposure they need. Because I might even put some of my videos on there. But like I said, I'm not gonna put my older videos on there because that's already content that's been created. But any new videos that I put out, I might just upload it directly to this channel. So that way, it'll be like, just imagine it like BET. Yeah, every rapper might be trying to get on BET, but like I said, BET might not accept everybody because of their rules and regulations and stuff. But this page will be basically for anybody that can get in contact with me, and if the content is good enough, then it'll get displayed, and and then you'll be able to get the exposure you want. But I really do hope, that this could be something that people latch on to, because I think that it'll help everybody get the exposure. Like I said, it's a lot of. You said YouTube remove private. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they remove private messages. It don't make sense, because I remember how easy it used to be, and all of a sudden you can't do the shit anymore. It's crazy. But I really do. I'm looking at all to build this channel. Like I said, this channel is basically for like the gaming community. It's not necessarily for Scorpio&Sebek. So everybody that already has been creating content, and it may be a certain video that you feel like you already created that probably just need more exposure, let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna do what I can to market this channel. And I'm just thinking, like, it's so many game reviewers I done seen online, man, and a lot of these guys right now, they're not getting the views like they need to. They don't really have the subs, and I don't really understand why they're not getting the exposure. Now, even my videos don't really get all that much exposure, but I got to admit, I think because I started my channel in the early 2010s, that it kind of allowed me to take advantage of the stuff that was going on at the time. So it's just time for that to come back on YouTube. Like, nobody right now is trying to really create a platform or a lane for anybody that's doing retro gaming stuff, and I feel like this will be the best opportunity. Yeah, you used to be able to do all this stuff on YouTube, man. I really feel like they got greedy. What it was is that once they started realizing it went from $1 million idea to $1 billion idea, and people are literally making a living off of this stuff, it just changed. I mean, that's the part of how business works anyway. But yeah, I wish YouTube, I really do wish it was the way it was back in 2010 when it was a little bit more grassroots. I really do wish it was the way it was back in 2010. It was a little bit more grassroots. Yes, sir. My controller. I think on this new channel, though, like I said, for anyone else who want to put up their streams, gameplays, walkthroughs, reviews, I think on this new channel, like I said, you guys can put all that stuff up. With me personally, I'm only probably gonna put newer content on that channel, as far as on my end. And what I'm going to do on that channel also is create a playlist. So for all the different game reviewers that want to consistently keep uploading their content to that channel, I'm just going to create a separate playlist for you where basically all of your content will be in one playlist. So whenever anybody goes to that channel, they'll be able to automatically access your content and watch it all day, and and watch somebody else's if they wanted to. And yeah, we just got to start helping to market each other. Like, that's just the next step, because everybody's talented enough. Everybody has the talent and the ability to get their channels monetized and start making money off of this stuff every month. But we just need to push each other and create that exposure. That's that next step. Narcos below that. Push each other and create that exposure. That's that next step. Well, we getting real close. I think this is it. And I remember, like I said, YouTube used to have contests and all kind of stuff. Like, I could probably even have contests and bring that back on here, where whoever has like the best reviews, they get in the top 10 list, and whoever's number 1 get a certain cash prize, whoever number 2 get a certain cash prize, and it just goes down in increments. But I just feel like that needs to come back. It needs to come back. And like I said, it shouldn't just be selected for all the people that got over 1,000 subs, because a lot of these guys, they not even satisfied with their views. Because I talked to them, a lot of them, they get in less views than what I get, and they got over like 10,000 subs. So That's why I don't really do the whole sub for sub thing. It's like if the content is good, then I'm gonna watch it. You know. 10,000 subs, so that's why I don't really do the whole sub for sub thing. It's like if the content is good, then I'm gonna watch it. Man, I ain't gonna lie. You should do a playthrough for Max Payne. I actually thought about reviewing Max Payne. Back in the day, I remember I beat it, but I used a lot of codes to beat it. I don't feel like I did it fair. I probably will end up doing a playthrough of that, maybe streaming it one day. But a review or a walkthrough of Max Payne would be really good. As a matter of fact, I probably could look at your walkthrough of that to help me beat it. Yeah, I didn't do that game fair when I played it. I actually played it when it was new at the time. Because everybody was talking about Grand Theft Auto 3 and that. And I was like, what the hell is Max Payne? And I think a friend had it, and I just so happened to play it. And it ended up being pretty good. Like I said, that game was pretty fun. Yes, man. Please upload. Yes, matter of fact, all the old content that you have, you could upload it to this new channel, including your channel. That'll just help give double exposure. So even with this old content that you have, like I said, just add me on the Facebook. I can upload that on a Google Drive, and then when it's on my Google Drive, I can upload that stuff to the channel, and I'll even give certain people the email access to the channel, so that you can even go in there and be an admin and and change different things on there. But this channel is something that I'm about to work on next. It just kind of came to my mind yesterday when I was in this guy. I think y'all should check out this guy named Sir Delanius. He did a review of the Army Men Sergeants Hero series. And actually, I planned on reviewing a couple of more Army Men Sergeants Heroes. I just kind of wanted to wait a little bit because the one I did, it kind of took a lot out of me. And I actually had a lot more I wanted to add to that review, but it was getting too long. But this guy, he does really good reviews. And, me and him was talking about this yesterday in this chat, just about the views, But I think this is the best idea for everybody that's like us, like people that probably are right under 1,000 subs, so probably barely getting 500 views and stuff. But the content is really good. And it's just, this would be a great way for people to just get that exposure. Is really good. Yeah, I remember those cutscenes on Max Payne. Believe it or not, y'all, I've never seen this part right here in Mortal Kombat 3. It's like whenever I played the game, I always press X real fast. I never seen all this. This part right here in Mortal Kombat 3. It's like whenever I played the game, I always press X. Oh wow, really? Shit, I'm gonna check your stream out, man. I didn't know you were doing that. What is Area 51? Resident Evil Village. Yeah, I actually still haven't played that. I'm gonna have to probably get a system and get that and stream it. I also was thinking about the PS5. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of thinking about getting one, but I honestly will only get it just to kind of, just socialize on there and stuff. But I've been thinking about, if I get it, I want to wait till the slim version comes out. Like, what y'all think about that? I'm kind of thinking about getting one, but let's try her out. See what you're talking about, Mortal Kombat. Oh man, they don't have Robot Smoke on here? Oh shit. I thought Robot Smoke was on here. Obvious Master Warrior. Let's try Warrior.
Round one, fight.
You guys have to excuse my skills. I'm a little rusty in this. I thought Robot Smoke was on here. Damn. I thought Robot Smoke was on here. I remember his fatality. I remember once you get to the third person, that's when this shit just gets hard as fuck. Damn it.
Round 2, fight.
Excuse my skills. God damn. I ain't played this shit in a minute. A first-person shooter made back in 05. I'm gonna have to check that out. And you said it was for PS2? Done Deadly Alliance. You know, that's funny you mentioned Deadly Alliance. I actually thought about doing that. You know what? Now that you mentioned Deadly Alliance, I might put that on there too. Because this is the arcade version of they don't have all the characters on here. I want it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like this. I like this game too, but I like Trilogy the best. I mean, Mortal Kombat 3 was remade about 10 times, to be honest. Damn it.
Round 1, fight.
Oh shit. There we go. Oh wow, you said Trilogy is what got you into fighting games. That's cool, man. Let me think about it. Well, see, I had first played Mortal Kombat when it was new in the arcades, or at least in '94 is when I remember it. So at that time, I didn't really like I said, have a home experience of it until I went to my friend Giorgio's house. His mom was a single mom, so she always brought him all the video games, and that was pretty much like how me and Chaz experienced a lot of video games growing up. And then shit, I remember, like I said, I always used to play the games at the arcades, but he actually had the Mortal Kombat 2 at home. I used to play the hell out of that shit with him. Damn. And that's really what got me into fighting games. But when I played Trilogy, it was just like everything I had seen as a kid on crack. You know, that's just kind of how I thought about that game. It was like everything that I had seen as a kid with Mortal Kombat already up until that point, or it was just on crack. They had every character on there. You could do animalities, friendships. I remember it was a code you could do when you push one button, and you could literally do like every animality, every fatality, every brutality. God damn. Yeah, I gotta admit, Trilogy, that game was awesome. I got it sitting right here too. Why Scorpion ain't on here?
Round 1, fight.
Man, come on, man. I should have took him out. bitch ass. Damn it! No! There we go. I don't even remember his fatalities. Mortal Kombat Armageddon Premium on PS2. Oh wow. Yeah, I have it. Hold on. Right here. I remember I got it when it came out. That was shit. I got that when that was in 2006 if I can remember right. I got it at GameStop. Yep. Right here. I remember I got it when it came out. That was shit. I got that when that was in 2006 if I can remember right. I got it at GameStop. Yep. Shit. Oh, where was I? Fuck. I don't remember his fatalities. I gotta impress the crowd.
Round one, fight.
Oh, I almost caught that fucker. Damn.
Wins. Round two, fight.
Fuck. Ah! Oh!
Well done. Wins.
Forward, down, circle. Who's fatality? I think that is Liu Kang's fatality when he turns into the dragon. Forward. Who's fatality? I think that is Liu Kang's fatality when he turns into the dragon. Fuck.
Round two, fight.
Shit. Damn, this way caught me. Fuck! Like, why 3 of them motherfuckers gotta come out? What the hell? Damn, he changing her fast as shit. Damn! Yeah! You talk about Eric? Oh God, yeah. Well, that's funny. I was just thinking about Eric the other day. Cause he used to get like real over ecstatic whenever, like whenever he got high. That shit used to be fucking hilarious. They were like, "Hey, you talking about, bro? You talking about, bro?" Like, he used to sound like somebody from Atlanta. Like he just that dude was such a South Side dude, man. He was fucking hilarious. Sound like somebody from Atlanta. That dude was such a South Side. He was fucking hilarious. There we go.
Wins.
The music bailed down on me.
Fight.
Fuck it. Oh, damn.
Okay. Wins.
Forward. Listen. You said it's forward, down, circle. Forward, down, circle. Okay. Forward, down, circle.
Fight.
Forward.
Okay. Wins. Round 2. Fight.
Forward, down, circle. Forward, down, circle. Damn!
Okay. Wins. Round 1. Fight.
I had to cheat her ass on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Fight.
Fuck. Ah!
Sonya wins. Round 3. Fight.
Damn. Fuck. Oh, bro. Yeah, let's go. Go. Fuck!
Sonya wins.
Hey, why I can't get Swoop? Man, these folks over here teasing me. I forgot you gotta unlock him. Why the hell would they fucking tease me like that?
1. Fight.
Damn!
Sonya wins. Round 2. Fight. Gang wins. Round 3. Fight.
Oh my god, man. Four downs. Oh no!
Wins. Round 1. Fight.
Damn. I need Scorpion for him. Man.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh! Oh, what the fuck?
Wins.
Damn, I wish I had that boy Smoke.
Round 1. Fight.
Damn. Oh. Oh hell yeah, on the Super Nintendo and Sega. Shit. I remember one time I beat him when I was a kid on Sega. I was so lucky. I think I used Noob Sabat. Bro, I was going ham with Noob Sabat. Okay, who can I get?
Round 1. Fight.
He's toying with me now. Fuck.
Round 2. Fight.
Fuck! Oh, I don't know who to get. Shit.
Sub-Zero. Round 1. Fight.
This ain't gonna work with him.
Round 2. Fight.
What? This shit don't even work on him. Yeah, Masaru takes like a quarter of your health off of one hit. Damn it! Somebody save me here. I don't know what to do.
Round two, fight.
Damn it. What?
Wins. Round one, fight.
Damn it.
Round two, fight.
Who would y'all say is the best looking sprite on this version of Mortal Kombat 3? I like Cabal's look. Like Cabal looks like some shit out of a movie.
Wins.
Okay, we about to have a sprite choice list before they force me to choose a character. Got Shang Tsung, Sindel, Jax, Kano, Liu Kang, Cyrax, Cabal, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero. Oh shit. A sprite choice list before
Round one, to fight.
Shang Tsung, Sindel, Jax, Kano, Cabal, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero.
Round two, fight.
Give me a second, y'all.
You will never win.
Oh wow, they even advertised a movie in this. You said a combo for Cabal is high punch, high kick, black punch, high kick. Okay, I see that. Damn, I think it forced me to start over. High punch, high kick, black punch. Okay, I see that. Oh my god, I wish y'all could see me play with smoke. I feel so novice right now. Smoke and Scorpion are my favorite characters in the ninja version of Sub-Zero. Oh, BK back the back button. Okay. Oh, BK back.
Round one, fight. Round two. Fight.
Plus, I think my controller, since it's so old, it's a little delayed sometimes because the buttons do feel a little weird. Damn.
Gang wins. Round one. Fight.
Plus, I think my controller, since it's so old, it's a little delayed sometimes.
Gang wins. Round two. Fight.
Man, it was on the opposite side. You know what? I'm glad you made me bring up Armageddon because I forgot that it does have the Mortal Kombat version that I thought that Smoke is on. I'm about to put that version in. Give me a second. I'll be able to converse with y'all as I do that. I'm glad you made me bring up Armageddon because I forgot that it does have the Mortal Kombat version that Smoke is on. I'm about to put that version in. Give me a second. So y'all as I do that. Turning my light on and shit. It is better for it to be on right now. I'll sit here opening my case. Let me show y'all what's in this case just to show you how long I've been playing Mortal Kombat. Give me a second. Mind you, I just opened this case. This is probably the first time I opened this case in some years, maybe. Mind you, I just opened this case. This is probably the first time I opened this case in some years, maybe. Oh shit. You guys remember these days when you had to write down codes? This is what I had found in the case from back when me and my brother used to get the codes out of magazines and off of cheatcc.com. And we would get the codes, and we didn't have the internet at home, so wherever low computer center we went to, we had the access to the internet. That's all I really remember doing was just getting a bunch of cheat codes off of there. This is probably from the year 2006. This is Chaz's handwriting because my handwriting wasn't this good. This is it. This is probably here 2006. This is Chaz's handwriting. Smoke stage fatality. I must have told him to get that one because I still remember that code to this day. Because I played this game so damn much. I still remember that code to this day. I played this game so damn much. Yep, the good old days, the good old days. Tell me why it can't be all so simple. It's that Wu-Tang. Yep, good old days, the good old days. Tell me why it can't be all so high kick, low kick, high kick, and the third one is high punch, high punch. You must be a Cabal expert. I used to know all the Cabal's moves by heart. I'm gonna have to probably just spend a little bit of time just looking at the codes and memorizing them, and the combinations and memorizing them, and then just playing. Spend a little bit of time just looking at the codes and memorizing them, and the combinations and memorizing them, and then just playing. And I hadn't seen this in so long. I'll never forget the intro to this game. Like, hold on, y'all, we gotta watch this. This was one of the craziest intros ever.
There have been many powerful warriors throughout the millennia. But ages of Mortal Kombat have begun to tear the fabric of the realms. The critical point has finally been reached. It was foreseen that combatants would one day grow too powerful and too numerous. If left unchecked, their intensifying combat would weaken and shatter the realms and bring about the apocalypse.
I guess this picture was adjusted for 16 by 9. I'm playing it on a 4 by 3 old school box square Sanyo. So the image is going to be a little distorted and a little weird looking.
The elder gods demanded a safeguard be put in place.
Oh, you said those combos are for Scorpion. Okay.
One that would make use of the combatants' insatiable bloodlust. Like moths to flame, they would be drawn to battle.
I know with those Scorpion combos, you got to do them really fast. Because I know it's one where he does like the high kick and he could do like 4 kicks in a row. And then it's another one where it's like a punch and high kick combo, and then he'll pull out the axe. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this Deadly Alliance, that Deadly Alliance was probably my favorite too. I think out of all the Mortal Kombats, between this one and Deadly Alliance probably is my favorite. I played Deadly Alliance probably more than I played this. I'm surprised I don't have that in my collection.
At the apex of destruction.
Ooh.
Alliances will be broken.
Damn. Did that to Shao Kahn.
And old hatreds will be revived.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Deception was pretty good too.
At last, it has come to this final battle. Armageddon has begun.
crazy intro. He said, I forgot this had it online. I don't think I ever played PS2 online. Yes, I did. I played Madden online before. He said, I forgot this had it online. I don't think I ever played PS2 online. Yes, I played Madden. How did you even hook up the PS2 online? What, did you have to use an Ethernet cable? No, I'm about to play this shit. We'll play this in a minute. How did you even hook up the PS2 online? Did you have to use an Ethernet cable?
Borracho. Fight!
Remember his moves too.
Victory. Round 2. Fight!
His drunken fist of doom. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's cool. I got another question then. Do you think that the PS2 server still exists? Like, you think people are still on it? PS2 server still exists? Like, you think people are still on it? I had to turn off the little indoor air handler in this damn apartment. It be getting loud. I feel like it's interfering with my sound sometimes. Yeah, I remember going over my friend Giorgio's house I told y'all about. And I remember one day I went over there, he was playing Madden 04 online. That was the first time I ever had seen any video game online before I got a PS3. I remember one day I went over there, he was playing Madden 04 online. That was the first time I ever had seen any video game online before I got a PS3. Yeah, I remember most of these combos. I'm trying to remember, what was his fatality? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look that up because I actually have an extra Ethernet cable in my Xfinity router is probably like literally 5 feet away from where my TV sits because I got my laptop sitting on top of the TV. That's pretty much the best setup I can get for right now. Till I probably make a little bit more room in here, but yeah, like that sounds like a good idea. I would love to play any PS2 game online. That would be pretty cool. I used to be scared to play online with the PS2 because I always thought that the internet would be slow, but that was back in 2004, 2005. So internet is kind of much more. It's gotten way more developed since then. Oh, it's custom PS2 servers for some games. That's cool. I know SOCOM Navy SEALs too. That had a custom server, but I don't want to really play nothing like that online. I want to play an obscure game like this or something else. SOCOM Navy SEALs too. That
Finish him. Rachel wins. Deadly fatality.
Yeah, this game was kind of like another version of Trilogy to me, just like a better, updated version.
Round
When I first played
one.
it.
Fight. Rachel wins. Round two. Fight.
You know, Alex says you talk about your schoolwork and talk about your days being in college and, you know, and doing your homework and stuff like that. It just had me thinking about when I was in school, man. I really miss that shit. Like, I'm like, dude, like, seriously, like, when I think about my reviews, oh man, I remember in the summer of 2012, like, I'm gonna give y'all a little personal history. Me and my boy Dane in the chat right now. Like, that's when we had first started smoking, and I remember we were playing Resident Evil that summer. That was like the first time. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, this took the brains out. Oh.
Rachel wins.
Damn it! I tried to mutilate her. But I remember we were smoking that summer and playing Resident Evil Director's Cut. And that was like the summer I remember that really took my reviews to the next level. It just had me think about when I was in college. I was around people that were just more inspiring at that time. It seemed like when you get out of college, you're going to be around a lot more people that won't be as inspiring to you. Just remember how we were all doing our thing. Oh, breaker. Yeah, you thought I ain't remember how to play this, did you? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I miss college. What I mainly missed about college too was paying that apartment rent, man. I remember the rent. You know, yeah, you might have had roommates, but dude, my rent was like $330 a month. I'm like, man, if I had that rent now, I would live like a god. Like, seriously. I could be living like a god. My fucking rent now is like $1,300. When I was in college, I was paying $300 a month. I'm like, man, I would literally go back to that right now if I could. If I was living like that, y'all, I'll literally be streaming every single day. The only reason I don't get to stream every day like that is because I still be having to work and shit. Yes, man. Like, people, once you get out of college, man, you're gonna be around a bunch of people that's uneducated. They're not gonna be as motivated as you. They're not gonna really be on the same. They're not gonna have the same drive as you. I'm telling you, man. One of the best things you probably could do, honestly, after you graduate, is to probably stay in that little college town until you blow up off of your own brand. I'm not even gonna lie, man. That's the way to do it. I wouldn't move back home with my parents. Shit. Yeah, man. My rent. I remember when I first had went to college. My rent when we had a house, because my mom had left the house with my brother, and then eventually, I ended up graduating from high school, and when I graduated, I really didn't want to stay in Georgia. I wanted to get out of here. But then again, I had fucked up on the SAT and the ACT. I think I told y'all about this. Like, my SAT scores was like on the critical thinking shit. I had like a 330. Writing, like, listen, y'all, writing. On the writing part of the SAT, I had a 300. And on the math, I had like a 330. I did like horrible on that shit. Like, I couldn't get into like no colleges. The only colleges I could get into was like community colleges. And ACT, I had a fucking 15 on that shit. I think the highest you could get was like an 18 or some shit. Fucking did that. But I had a 3.2 coming out of high school. So I said, man, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to go to a 2-year school. My tuition was like $1,600. I was getting a refund for like $3,000 because the tuition was so cheap. And I had a scholarship that we have here in Georgia called the Hope Scholarship. So I was living good, man. I was literally, like I said, my rent wasn't but like, well, then again, when we got in that house, it was me. It was 4 other people. So the rent and the bills and all together, we probably was paying about maybe close to $400, $300 a piece. But then that was until our damn door got kicked in. I might as well let y'all in on that story. But before I tell that one, hold on, give me a second. I might as well let y'all in on that story. But before I tell that, hold on, give me a second. This is Ginger Ale in bold time with Houdini, aka the Frustrated Game Reviewer. Okay, college kids and young men out there in Scorpio and Sebek universe. I am going to tell a story that you guys need to learn from. Okay. You guys know up here in Atlanta, it's all these songs about the trap and folks selling weed and this, that, and the third. Well, back in 2009, 2010, when that stuff was getting popular, before Future, before the Migos and all that stuff, Gucci Mane was like the guy at the time. And everybody, wanted to be like Gucci Mane. They wanted to sell their little weed, their little dime bags, and, and that was like the thing down here in the South, So that's pretty much like the false identity and lifestyle that you see here in Atlanta. Like, a lot of people here in Atlanta like try to make it seem like they like this celebrity. It's almost probably the same way like it is in Hollywood. But basically that mentality went down to our house because we had my friend that I pretty much grew up with. Let me tell y'all about this idiot, man. This nigga, I remember he saw, this was in 2009, so this is when Notorious, that Biggie Smalls movie had came out. And shortly after that movie came out, I just remember this man was selling weed all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm thinking to myself, dude, you work a job at Subway. Our rent ain't shit but like probably $300 or $400 a piece. You getting full-time hours at Waffle. He was working at Subway and Waffle House. I'm like, bro, you really don't have to sell no weed. Like, you really only doing this shit just to get some little Jordans and some fucking polo shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas be trying to look all clean and all that, but they be literally risking their freedom to do this shit, y'all. So, it's like, of course, a few little plays come by. You see people coming by the house, and I'm like, damn, like, you sure know a lot of white people. Like, why are these random white people, these folks just coming knocking on our door all the time? And I ain't feel this, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm from Atlanta. I done already seen people go to jail for different little stuff. I got friends that's dead, you know what I'm saying, for being in this situation. So I'm already very, very street savvy. I mean, I might be a nerd and a video gamer, but I know probably more convicts than I have, like, friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm down here, I'm already thinking like a street guy and thinking to myself, dude, you got play after play after play coming and knocking on our door, randomly coming in our house. They see me, they see you, they see my brother, they see everything going on in here. Like, dude, like you don't move like this if you're gonna be selling some fucking weed. And then shit, it was that May, I remember. This man was coming down back to Statesboro from up here in Atlanta, and he got pulled over and got caught with, like 8 ounces of little weed. And they let him go. It was like, it wasn't even a big deal. And that was already a red flag to me, because I was thinking to myself, like, why they just let you go like that? Because they knew you were basically going down there, to drop off a load and sell some more. So they informed probably the Bullitt County police, watch this guy. And then randomly, our friend, I ain't gonna say his name, but our other friend, he had got his door kicked in for the same thing. And I have a cousin that I don't really deal with to this day, but for different reasons. But bro had also was down in Statesboro doing the same thing, and he was just there when when the door got kicked in. So by him being there, he got caught up in that situation and ended up having to stay in jail because he already had a felony on probation record. So when that happened to them, we were already naturally thinking like, man, I used to literally have dreams, y'all. Before that shit happened, I used to have dreams like one day I was gonna wake up and I just used to always see a police like in a whole bunch of army gear, M16, Call of Duty shit, like in my house, like trying to come kill us. I used to have dreams of that shit, and I used to think like, damn, like I'm tripping. But when that shit happened to our other friend, that's when I was like, damn, it is possible that could happen to us one day. Because I saw how sloppy he was moving. It's like, dude, you don't have play after play. Random ass people just coming in the house like this. It's okay to be, doing what you're doing, but if you're gonna do it, you sell to people that and smoke with every day. You don't sell to just random ass people just because you're trying to make some money. So our friend, he got his door kicked in. That was in June, I remember, June of 2010. And then next thing you know, man, we went back to school. It was that fall of 2010. I was in my second year of college. He had a little brother that was staying with us who was in high school, and randomly, bro had got into a fight that day before, and he was suspended from school. So he was up that morning. So I remember, 3 months went by, like I said, mind you, after my friend got his door kicked in, and then it was that September. It was September 17th, 2010. I gotta pause this, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, it was September 17th, 2010, y'all. I'm gonna literally tell y'all what happened, like play by play, because I never told this story. Like I mentioned it briefly in my older video, but this is literally what happened, y'all. I'll tell y'all shit. It's kind of funny, but this is what happened. I was asleep. Mind you, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. That morning, I was about to get up and go to Jimmy's house, and we was about to work on Alex Kid. Because at the time, I had just did my review of Dynamite Heady, and I wanted to do Alex Kid. And that Friday morning, we was going to get up and work on that review. So I was up, and I was getting ready. I was asleep, but I was getting ready to get up and go to his house and work on that stuff. I remember I was asleep, and his little brother came and flung my door open. He was like, bro, 12. And like I said, I was asleep. I thought I was dreaming when this man came in there. Like, mind you, I'm literally seeing his mouth screaming. He's literally looking like a ghost on Unsolved Mysteries. I mean, like I said, I remember this man was looking so frantic, y'all. Like, he was looking scared as fuck. But I didn't even hear what he was saying. I'm like, what is he saying? And then, like I said, it slowly was coming. He was like, 12. And I'm looking at him screaming 12, bro, like 12 at the door. And I'm like, this nigga playing. Like I said, I was so thrown off by that shit, bro. I thought he was playing. But like I said, I'm like, nah, this nigga dead ass. Then I just saw him run off. Next thing you know, dog, like I said, I didn't even get up, bro. I was like froze. Like I said, I was scared to even move. Next thing you know, I heard, please, everybody get on the ground. Everybody get on the ground. And like I said, I didn't even see him no more. Like I said, I didn't even know he had ran. Next thing you know, I see my door fly open. I see like a bunch of flashlights and stuff. And I saw like 2 red dots in my head. And then I see these folks come around the corner. They literally look like they say like some Call of Duty characters, like full M16 gear, tactical gear and all that. They come in my room. They're like, get on the ground. And I got on the ground, you know, face first. They had cuffed me up and shit. They in there kicking my shit all over the floor. My PlayStation 3, my video games was just scattered all over the place. And they was like, "Where's your brother at?" I'm like, damn, how these folks know I got a brother? And I'm like, man, I don't know. And then they was like, all right. And then they had cuffed me up, and they threw us. They had just told me, they was like, go sit in the living room. And I was just sitting in the living room, cuffed up. And then next thing you know, as I was sitting there, like I said, I just remember being cold. Because like I said, it was around September, so it was starting to be like fall. I remember just shivering because I had on some shorts. And I used to wear my little yellow shirt and my little do-rag and shit. I remember it was just cold in that living room. And I'm cuffed up and shit. And then next thing you know, I saw them come, my brother come in the door. He was covered in grass. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he had ran out the window, you know, when he heard they was coming. And then my roommate's little brother who had who had came and knocked on my door was like, bro, 12. I saw he had came in the door. He was also covered in grass and shit. Like, them boys was like half naked. I remember that shit. And then they had came and brought the guy they were coming for, my roommate. I saw they had brought him in the living room. You know, saying that they had they had brought in like 2 ounces. It was like 2 big ass bags of weed, a bunch of scales and shit. You know, saying that he had, and you know. And they was just asking me. They was like, so what do you know? You know, do you have any paraphernalia? Do you have any any marijuana or anything on you? And fortunately for me, I wasn't smoking weed or nothing at that time, so I didn't have nothing on me. I was like, nah, I'm clean. I literally was like clean at that time. And then goddamn shit, I remember like I said, man, they came in there. They had they was talking to my roommate. They was like, ooh, yeah, Mr. We'll say his last name is Mr. Williams. They was like, yeah, Mr. Williams, you about to go down for a long time. We got you on 14 counts of felony violation. We got you on audio. We got informants. And I remember him just saying, bro, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? And then, y'all, this is probably about to be the funniest part of the story, man. Like I said, this is worth y'all being in the stream. But I remember my other roommate that was living with us, because like I said, it was 5 of us there. It was me, my brother, my homeboy who they came for and got, his younger brother, and we had another roommate that we had. It was this white guy we knew, and he was living with us. But he also smoked weed, but this man didn't have shit on him but like a little grinder and some fucking seeds. But he was already on a little misdemeanor probation. So they ended up throwing him in jail. My brother, they literally, bro, let me tell y'all, the same charges they had with the felony, like sales and all that stuff, they had him on like literally 14 felony violations, like from selling, you know what I'm saying, to an informant, to goddamn selling near a church. Like, they had all kind of little shit. And I remember when they came in there, they had all this paperwork and shit. But I remember my one roommate, let me tell y'all this story, this shit was funny. I remember he had a dog, and his dog, he had a pit bull, and nobody used to get along with this dog. So mind y'all, when they kicked in our door, you know, they brought their little dogs in because they had came in, you know, they had to sniff everything out to see what we had and shit. But when they got to his room, bro, his dog was bucking like that. His dog was going fucking ham. Like, this way, they knocked on his door, they was like, his fucking dog, as soon as they knocked on his door, they was about to kick his door open, because everybody had their bedroom door closed. But as soon as they was about to flung his door open, his dog was fucking like going like fucking ham. I mean, he was woo, woo. And I remember they was like, sir, hold on. They was like, sir, calm down your dog, we're gonna shoot your dog. Sir, calm down your dog, we're gonna fucking shoot your dog. Calm down your fucking dog. I just remember sitting in the living room hearing this shit. Oh my god, dog. I'll tell you, the police down here in the South, like, once you get outside of Atlanta, do not play that shit. Like, with all that shit you be seeing about, like, conservative South, the police, racist police, like in Bullitt County, Georgia. You can look this shit up. It's been people in Bullitt County, Georgia. I heard something about it. It was a black guy they just shot down there like not too long ago over some shit. Yeah, Bullitt County and places like that, boy, that shit racist as hell. And they look at you like when you coming from the city doing this illegal shit like selling weed, and you down there supposed to be in school, they really gonna try to fry your ass. I'm talking about, man, that shit was crazy, y'all. Yes, and like Dane said in the chat, that dog's name was Juice, boy. I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out to Juice. Like, if that dog is still alive, man, God rest that man's soul if he not alive. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I didn't get along with that dog that much. But that day, I ain't gonna lie, man. I had a lot of respect for that dog, cause I mean when they came in our house, y'all, they came in there loaded. Like it was like literally 10 tactical fucking agents that came in there. Like they thought we was coming in there and we had like a fucking dope house. Like when niggas was just in there selling little fucking ounces and shit. Like that shit was crazy. But Juice was bucking on the folks. I'm talking about they was about to shoot that man Juice. Like they was like, sir, calm down your fucking dog. They was like, sir, calm down your fucking dog. And I'm my roommate. He was like, bro, please don't shoot my dog. Please don't shoot my dog. Please don't shoot my dog. And then eventually they just like, I don't know how, but I don't want to say this man's name, but this man had got that damn dog inside the bathroom somehow and just locked him in there. And then they just cuffed him up and threw him in the living room with us. And I remember we was all just sitting in the living room. And they came in there. I mean, that white man, he was like, oh, Mr. Williams, so you want to come down here in the borough and sell you some dope, huh? And he was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I was telling them, I was like, bro, like, what evidence do y'all have on this, man? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, y'all folks that came in here, kicked in my door. Y'all got all my neighbors sitting here looking at me. My door is fucking cracked. I gotta explain this shit to my fucking realtor. We about to get kicked the fuck out of here. We supposed to be down here in fucking school. Like, my fucking academic career is about to be over with. My mom went through all this work for us to get this fucking house. And we about to lose this shit because this man wanted to come down here and sell fucking weed. I'm sitting here thinking my life is just fucking over, bro. Like, that was the most adrenaline shit I've ever been through in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. And I never forget it. That's why I understand people who went to prison and had to deal with shit like that. I understand why they kind of got this paranoia about the law. I don't fuck with no police. I didn't fuck with no police before that, but after that, I'm not gonna lie, that shit left a traumatizing effect on me. But I mean, we was all sitting in the living room, and man, like I said, man, everybody went to jail that day, bro. Everybody went to jail. I was the only one they didn't take. And I remember when they left, I never forget my homeboy little brother. That shit was funny because they had found a pistol that this man had. But you know what I'm saying, I don't know. I guess they ended up throwing that shit out. But I remember they also had found some dice because he was like the last one to leave because he had to go to juvenile because everybody else in the house was adults. And they was like, you know, they went to the adult jail, but he was a juvenile. They was trying to figure out like what we gonna do with him. So he was kind of there for a minute, man. But before that, I saw my partner go to jail. Like I said, they threw my brother in jail. My brother didn't even have shit on him but a little .2 blunt. But because he ran out the window, and then when they came from my roommate, and you know, he threw like 3 ounces in a scale out the window. So they found that shit out there, and my brother had ran, and they had associated him with that shit. So they ended up pinning the same charges that they had on him on my brother. So he had to go through 5 years probation because of that shit. Well, he was, as a matter of fact, he was locked up shit. After that shit happened, he was in jail for like 3 weeks. They had that man, he told me he had to go to the hole. He was in the hole for like a week, and then they sent him to population. But it was a crazy, I'll never forget that morning, boy. Woo-wee. I remember it was about like 15 police cars outside our door. Mind you, we lived in this fucking white suburban neighborhood that my mom helped set us up with to get a house. All these old white people walking their dogs in the morning, they just sitting there looking at us, wondering what the fuck is going on. And like literally, bro, after that shit happened, I remember I was sitting on the couch. They let me go because, like I said, I didn't smoke or do anything, so they didn't find anything on me. But they let me go, and I remember I was just sitting there, and I told her, I was like, man, damn, so like what y'all finna do about my door? Like my door just fucked up. Like y'all ain't finna do nothing about it. They was like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to tell your realtor about that. I was like, bullshit, because as soon as we tell them that's a violation of the lease. We out of here. And then like I said, they just left my ass there. Like I said, I just remember after that shit happened, it was a weird feeling because it was like everything was just like quiet. I remember everything was like quiet, and I remember like everybody's room was just fucked up. Like everybody's room looked like they had just got a fucking tornado and just kicked and ran through everybody's shit. I just remember everybody's room looking just fucked up. And then mind you, Juice was still left. They just said, fuck that. We not calling no pal to come get this crazy ass dog. We finna just leave him in the fucking bathroom. And I didn't deal with that dog. And I just remember thinking, like, like I said, he was locked in that bathroom, but I was like, damn, so he got to eat. Eventually, this man got to get out. He got to shit, and he got to do all this stuff. Like, somebody got to take him out. But like I said, his owner was in fucking jail, and I didn't know when this man was about to get out. I'm sitting there calling these folks, like, damn, like, is there a bond for, let's say, Etcher? I'm like, is there a bond for Mr. Etcher? No, ain't no bond for him. I'm like, fuck, like, is it a bond for, my brother? I'm like, ain't no bond. Is it a bond for Mr. Williams? Ain't no bond. I'm like, God damn, this shit crazy. And, like I said, I remember I had to feed his dog after that shit happened. I fucking opened that door. His dog looked at me for a minute. He started growling. And he damn lunged at the door. I remember I slammed that fucking door shut. I said, you know what? This man just gonna have to fucking starve until, this man get out of jail. Cause I ain't fucking with this crazy ass dog. And luckily, he had a friend that basically kind of was a little bit cool with that dog, and he came over there after that shit happened, because he was just like, damn, bro, what the fuck happened? He was like, I mean, he was just shocked, and he was like scared. I remember, like, when he saw that shit. But mind y'all, like I said, I'm from Riverdale, so I done seen police, run through people's shit and do all this stuff. It was just shocking for it to happen to me. But when I saw like other people's reactions to it, they were just like, damn, like, they were just like scared. I remember, but yeah, I remember he came over there. He had to fucking get that dog. He tried to go over there and feed him, and that damn boy Juice was about to bite him. He was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna have to just see what this man got to bind. And fortunately, that night, bruh got out. And that's when we thought he was a snitch. Because, see, my brother was in jail for a minute. All right, let me see if we back. Yeah, it's having some kind of technical difficulty. Let me see if we back. Some kind of technical. Okay. Yeah, but back to that story. But yeah, I remember his friend came by and he had to try to feed that dog. Like I said, they left him in there, but bro got out that night. And I remember I was sitting at home chilling that night. Like I said, mind you, like I'm sitting here, my mind is fucking scattered. I gotta call my mom and tell her that our fucking door just got kicked in. My brother is in fucking jail right now. I don't know when this man is gonna get out. I don't know if he's even able to even get a bond, because they questioning him. They got this man in the hole. They trying to figure out what is your connection to Mr. Williams. We don't know what the fuck is going on. Like I said, I'm calling up there to the jail, asking them like, when is Mr. Northfleet gonna get a bond? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? That shit was just crazy and all. And that night, like I said, my other roommate had just got out, and like I said, I'm like, how this man just get out so early? Like, I'm like, I done seen First 48 and all that shit, bro. Like, this shit don't seem right. And then fucking, like I said, this man had done got out early and shit, and we were playing. Like I said, we had. I remember I was just sitting back, I was playing the game, and then this man had just walked in the door. But I remember for like about a couple of weeks had went by. My brother ended up having to get a property bond. We had to use my aunt's deed of her house to help get him out. And he had got out and shit. And then, like I said, that's when we found out the whole case. They pinned the same charges that they had pinned Mr. Williams with on my brother, just because he ran out the window. I guess it was like some kind of conspiracy of, how he, I don't know what they did. Maybe they made a mistake in the court system or something. But in the end, I remember he had to end up doing 5 years probation of that shit. Mr. Williams had to do the same thing. They banned him. They literally banned him from Statesboro. He can't ever even go back down there, or he'll automatically go to jail. They banned his little brother. His little brother had to do a month in juvenile for that. and we still didn't get our landlord to find out. Like we still lied to our landlord every month. And everything was normal. So like it was by the grace of God, everything was normal. I remember a couple of my neighbors had asked like what happened, saying what was going on. I just told them, like it was something they accused my roommate of doing. I don't know, maybe they making a mistake, but he's in court right now dealing with that. But I don't know. Like I said, it was something that happened with him. So for all my kids that listen to this in the future, and for all my people that's listening to this now, that is a lesson to be learned. Like when you living with people, when you have roommates and stuff, you better know what your roommates got going on, because that's always gonna end up falling on you, because y'all are living in the same situation. So you gotta always watch that. That happened to me when I was 18 years old. I was turning 19 that year in 2010. So just think about it like this. Remember when I did my just look back at my old videos from when I did my Dynamite Heady review, and then look at whatever I was doing after that. I think whatever I was doing after that was probably like the TV show reviews and stuff like that. But just basically look at that timeline. That's what I was dealing with within that whole month timeline. In my real life, I was, like I said, and it wasn't over. After that shit happened, them folks still was looking at our house. Like they always had a undercover cop just posted up, outside our house. It was always a police officer just parked outside by our house at night randomly, just watching what we were doing. And this was when me and my brother was there, because after it happened, my friend, he was in jail, and my other roommate, he got out, but that fucked him up. So he was getting ready to try to bail out on us. So it was just me and my brother in the house. We were paying $900 a month for rent. It was separate water, separate electric, and separate internet at the time. So we had to have all that shit fall down on us. And I remember I had to use my student refund to pay for all my living, pretty much. But yeah, that's what I went through when I was 19 years old. And like I said, the only solace I had at that time was doing those reviews. That's why my content just started getting real better, because you just really got to see truly who people were, because I just thought to myself, damn, our college careers could have been destroyed because of a stupid ass decision this man made. And fortunately in the end, my brother graduated. I graduated 5 years later, and yeah, that's what built me, man. That's what built me. But back to Mortal Kombat, because that was a long story. Could have been destroyed because of a stupid ass decision this man made. Fortunately, in the end, my brother graduated. I graduated 5 years later, and yeah, that's what built me. That's what built me. But back to Mortal Kombat, that was a long story. And y'all want to know what's funny? Hell, a couple of years later, I was selling weed, but I didn't get caught and have to go through all that shit he went through. Like I said, at the time he did, I was like, oh, he's an idiot, man, he's stupid. But as I got older, I understood it. I understood it. It's like, you're not already making that much money on your job. You're not really living the way you want. And then, like I said, he was a young man at that time. I mean, he was older than me. I was 19. He was 22, 21. So he was young, you know what I'm saying? So he wanted to live a certain lifestyle, and, he just got tired of living the mundane life. So I felt him. I mean, I don't blame him for what he did. It's just, if you're going to do that type of stuff illegally, like that, I just live by a code where I don't bring people in my dirt, If I'm gonna be doing something, like I said, I done did a lot of stupid stuff out here. Stole from stores. We used to break in houses, stealing people's shit in their houses. We used to do all kind of crazy stuff. But I always felt like, if I'm gonna do something, I never really liked nobody to come with me and do it, because I never wanted nobody to get in trouble for some shit that I'm doing. I never was that kind of person. I was the kind of person where I'll take the blame, And not even, saying to try to be no quote-unquote real nigga or nothing like that. But just, I don't know. I don't like that guilt on me knowing that somebody had to go through some shit that I did. But everybody else don't think that way. So unfortunately, that you just got to be aware of who your friends are and the type of situations you get into with them. Because I would have never thought that I would have had to go through that in my college years. But after that, like I said, it was cool. My college years was awesome after that. College years was great after that. But that happened in my second year of college, because once again, I was around guys that was older than me. So, like I said, they was already doing that stuff when I got to college. I didn't know it, but years was great after that. But in my second year of college, because once again, I was around guys that was older. So, like I said, they was already doing this. When I got to college, I didn't know it. Oh, damn, that was perfect. Perfecto. That's good, man. Like I said, I wasn't a bad kid either growing up. It's just, I didn't really always like my circumstances. I'm not gonna say we were poor. Well, actually, we were poor. The more I think about it, it didn't feel like we were poor because we lived in a house and my mom was able to provide food, but like I said, growing up, I didn't have all the video games that was coming out at that time. I didn't have all the game systems and stuff like that. I used to have to see my friends get all that stuff while my mom was just basically, doing enough really for us to just get on by. And I had to see that. So, in my mind, I was just thinking, it ain't right. So I ain't gonna lie, man. When I was younger, I used to steal a lot of stuff, but I didn't ever steal from like people I knew and stuff. I used to probably take like little video games and stuff, but I'll give it back to them. But mainly, I used to steal from like corporations because I used to feel like, man, at the end of the day, y'all got all the money, and I'm in a situation where I don't have nothing, so I'm not about to just sit here and not have nothing, because I know in this world, you can't just sit out here and just think you're gonna be poor and everything just gonna be all right. Like you got to do